So a couple of days ago, I received an email from one of my viewers who's named Cliff Totten. Cliff decided to take a deep dive into a suspected issue that he noticed on the Mavic 2 Pro. He suspected that the Pro was not using its full sensor resolution when taking imagery. Cliff did a lot of very detailed tests and the results are really disappointing. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Phones, Drones, Tech. I'm Original Dobo, and if you are new here, consider hitting that subscribe button at the end of this video. So first and foremost, thank you so much for Cliff for reaching out to me, sending me the video. Also, thank you so much for making the video public finally. He had 76 views on this when he sent that to DJI. So 76 times that video was viewed before he even sent it to us. That means somebody at DJI has seen this video. They know that somebody is aware of a potential issue. The Mavic 2 Pro has had quite a few things come out that are problems. And I'm not trashing on this drone by any means. I still think they're both great drones, both the Zoom and the Pro. But the Pro specifically needs to live up to that Monkey Pro. Let me explain. So Cliff did a series of tests where he compared the Mavic 2 Pro against the Phantom 4 Pro. In those tests, he's noticed a couple of things that are just weird. One, the field of view is obviously drastically shrunk with the Mavic 2 Pro as to where the Phantom is not. Also, if we look close at some of these images that basically can test against pixel binning, you can see that the image is far softer on the Mavic 2 Pro than that of the Phantom 4 Pro. Now, typically pixel binning is combining pixels together. It will decrease the resolution of an image, but it reduces some of the noise in the shot. So the Phantom 4 Pro doesn't do that. And you can definitely see that in this image here where the image is far crisper, the same image, the same distance. It's just much sharper on the Phantom 4 Pro. Sensor-wise, they are the same size sensor. It's a 1-inch sensor. You're dealing with that 20 megapixel sensor, so there really shouldn't be any massive drastic difference here. But there is. The same goes when he steps outside and does his actual field of view tests. It's almost like the camera is stuck in 2.7K for some reason. It just doesn't make any sense. The image is just noticeably softer in comparison to the Phantom 4 Pro and even the Mavic Zoom. I noticed when I flew and did my comparison with Bill out at the tower that my shots looked pretty good. There wasn't anything earth-shattering from my shots to Bill's shots around that tower. People said the Mavic 2 Zoom looked equally as good. My thought is that if you make a drone that has a Pro Monkey, it should absolutely annihilate the image of the Zoom. It should just be like a massive difference. And I don't think it is. Now, a lot of people will fall into the hype and just think that this camera is absolutely amazing. But if we break it down and look at these tests, there is something seriously going on here. Now, Cliff suspects that the Mavic 2 Pro is not using its full sensor resolution, meaning that it's only using partial portions of the sensor in order to prevent overheating. Now, that very well could be. Sony's had sort of a reputation of overheating cameras. If we look back at the A6300, I know it's an APS-C sensor, but still, we had some overheating issues that were never resolved, and ultimately turned out we ended up getting the A6500 to rectify those problems. If it is overheating, I wonder if software could potentially fix it. There is a way to throttle back the clock speed on cameras, and they could already be doing that. This also could be a reason why we've seen the delay. Now, for me, the second reason why he thinks that maybe this could be happening is a marketing tactic. But here's the facts of that. It doesn't make sense why they would totally cripple a camera and reduce the resolution for a marketing tactic. They went to market saying that this is a 1-inch sensor, but we're not getting a 1-inch sensor. Why would you have the imagery be sharper from your lower tiered or more inexpensive Mavic 2 than your higher tiered? Why would you put Hasselblad's name on the camera if you're only going to really give us 2.7K? I don't know if DJI didn't think that anybody would notice this. There's definitely a problem, and I'm not even talking about the barrel distortion issues that they're having. I mean, there are some serious software quirks with this camera. There are some cooling fins on the back of these cameras, and I mean, they did cram a 1-inch sensor into a tiny little area. I think it would be totally unfair if they totally rushed this just to say they have a 1-inch sensor on a drone of this size. If they did that just to get this end result of an overheating sensor, shame on them. because they took a lot of people's money and they also increased the price. So if you ask me, it sounds like we're only seeing half the picture on the Mavic 2 Pro. But I'm going to go ahead and link Cliff's full video down below because it's really quite lengthy and it is a super deep dive, but I think this issue deserves a response from DJI, and we as consumers have to stop making it okay for things like this happening. Every time something like this happens, it makes it more okay for them to keep doing it. We see it with Apple, we're seeing it with DJI, other product companies do this. This is the nickel and dime effect and basically taking advantage of consumers that may not know the difference. But if you put Pro on it, it better be able to live to that name. But that's going to do it for today, guys. I will talk to you later. Stay original.
Houston, we have a problem.
No sugar coated love.